Okay, so we're continuing our coverage of the entire MSI P55 lineup. This is our last video with the P55-GD80. This is their flagship P55 board. You can tell because it actually, oh, there goes another Purelator truck, for crying out loud. It's like 5 minutes apart. Okay, you can tell because the extreme speed is actually shiny. They have a better quality box, as the cameraman pointed out to me. So let's get this thing open. Here we go. So, starting with the quick guide. This is actually a pretty nice looking little quick guide that shows you everything about this board. I mean, we're going to show you the board in a minute, so we don't need to spend much time on this, but we thought it was a pretty cool addition. It's in like 8 different languages, which is pretty sweet. Okay, so here we go. This is a huge accessory package. So, we've got crossfire bridge. Here, we'll just go through these in order. Crossfire bridge. We have a huge SLI bridge. That's the longest SLI bridge I've seen. We have 2 more SLI bridges. Okay, then we've got an I/O shield. We've got your usual drivers and MSI Extras CDs. Hard drive backup user guide. Here's the quick installation guide. Then MSI Winky again. Okay, MSI Winky. Then we've got the OC Genie guide as well, and then the regular motherboard manual. So there you go, there's a lot of stuff on that side. And then we've got an eSATA bracket along with a SATA to Molex power adapter. That's pretty cool. And then we've got, oh, this is neat. This is the little adapters to do the direct voltage readouts right from your motherboard. So we'll show you what these plug into in just a minute. Those are really cool though. Then we've got these little bricks so that you can easily plug things into them and then plug the entire brick right into the board. Tons of SATA cables, a bunch of Molex to SATA adapters, IDE cable, and then we've got a USB I/O panel. It's a huge accessory package that comes with this board. Very impressive. So here we have it, the GD80. This is the cream of the cream for MSI's P55 motherboards. Let's get it out of the box here. And if I could just figure out how to do that, then we'd be moving right along. There we go. More trucks going by. We really didn't choose this location very well. That was bad planning, but there you go. So we've got OC Genie sticker and the extreme speed, which includes Dr. Moss and the super pipe. Super pipe basically means that it's got a ridiculously thick heat pipe running from the chipset up to the Dr. Moss MOSFETs. If you actually look from this angle, you can see just how huge this thing is. It's kind of ridiculous. So then other than that, you've got your usual stuff for a P55 motherboard. So you've got your 4 DIMMs, your LGA1156 socket, and I shouldn't say, oh yeah, I should say P55, but you can't just say Core i5 because there is a Core i7, or a couple models of Core i7s for this socket. So then we've got our power connector up here for the 8-pin, and then way over here for the 24-pin in their usual locations. We've got 8 SATA ports, we've got our base clock adjustment buttons, and then a couple features that this has that are unique are A, the LCD readout here, so that's your postcode, and then these are actually touch-sensitive power reset and green power buttons. I'm not sure what green power does yet, but we'll get into that more later in our overclocking guide. Actually, this is the first time I've referenced it. We do have an overclocking guide that we'll be releasing for the P55 and the new LGA1156 Core i5 and Core i7 CPUs. Now, last thing about this board, let's talk about the expansion ports a little bit. So we've got 3 PCIe 16X slots, but only 2 of them are going to be actually running at 16X. One of them should be a 4X slot. And then on the back, we've got our I/O. So you can see here, we've got PS2, digital audio, FireWire, a couple USB, and then we've got one of those neat eSATA USB combo ports, a few more USB, 2 gigabit Ethernet, and 7.1 audio. Thank you for checking out my blog on the MSI P55 GD80.